happy 12th day of Vlogmas. It's December 12th, 2024. So this morning, it was too late last night, but I have a front of the gingerbread house finish. So I'm ready to move on to the back. Just wanted to pop and show that real quick. I'll show it more in the what I've been stitching section. I guess that's all I've been stitching, truly. But let's get some coffee and cleaned up and the Advent box opened and get ready for this day. Good morning, everybody. So it is time for day 11 unboxing of the Kitten Stitcher Advent box, plus my final day of my 12 days of STITCHMAS box for the Spellbinders. So let's just go ahead. Spellbinders is on top today, so let's open this up. It's the final day for that. Oh, how cute. Okay. Look at the little cardinal. So here are the dies, and here is what that's going to look like. Absolutely adorable. This was so much fun to open up every day, and I will be sharing projects with all of those, so stay tuned to that. I probably will briefly show them here, but my plan is to compile everything into a video, like a regular video here on my channel. Okay, so let's open up today's Kitten Stitcher Advent box and see what is inside. So today is number 12, and number 12 is Reflet de Soie. Oh. My French is not great, so let's see. Here is the package. And it is this beautiful red sampler. Melina Gambit 1897. It's 210 by 92 when stitched on 40 count. And it uses 1 ply of silk over 2 linen threads. And the called for was Soie d'Agé red 946. Super pretty. All right, let's just look on here and see what's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Stacy Nash, which, funny enough, is what we're going to talk about next. So let me set my box to the side for now. And I want to talk about what I stitched last night. So last night I was able to finish the front of the gingerbread house. I didn't even bring my chart. You guys have seen it. You've seen it all of Vlogmas so far. So I think we're okay. But I did press my piece for you so that instead of that wrinkled mess, we could look at it nice and neat. So there is the front of the gingerbread house. This is the Gingerbread House Needlebook chart from the Jingle Ball 2024 from Stacy Nash's class. And here is where I'm at on the inside of the house, which I still have a lot to do. Funny enough, I know I mentioned this yesterday, I started with that inside of the house, and then I outlined both halves, and it just turned out that I've kind of ended up working on that house front first. But I have the bones of the house or the inside ready to go, plus a lot done on that bottom tier of the house. And I started on the mice in the attic. It will go, you know, it'll probably take me at least a couple more evenings. I still don't know. I want to start something else, but I do want to finish this by Christmas, like fully finish this. So we will see what I end up doing today. But there is the inside or pardon me, not the inside, the front of the house. This is stitched on 36 count Ween Beans by Needle Bling Design. 1 strand over 2, all of the called for weeks dye works. I love it. It is turning out so, so cute. So that is what I have been stitching on. And next up, we're going to do today's giveaways. Okay, so I'm going to announce giveaway winners from day 3 and day 4 of Vlogmas, starting with day 3. So day 3 was the Prairie Schooler, it's book number 63, Christmas sampler, and then also some of this beautiful Aida. The winner of this is Bonnie Wachowicz. Now, remember, if you are not interested in the Aida that's included, just drop me a note when you email me and let me know, and I'll just give that away. But if you are an Aida stitcher, you know, absolutely. So just let me know when you email me. And my email is shown here on the screen, so make sure you email me with what you won and your mailing address. Congratulations, Bonnie. And then our day 4 winner, and this is the Welcome to the North Pole Complete Kit. Chart from Primrose Cottage, fabric, threads, and buttons. So a really, really nice prize is Donna Bigley. So congratulations, Donna. Please email me at that email address. It was shown on the screen as well as listed down in the description below. Let me know what you won, and I will get this in the mail to you. So congratulations to both of you. Let me pop this back in here. I do want to say that up until this date, I am completely current mailing out giveaways. So those should all be on your way to you. If you have not got a tracking number from me, please email me and let me know. So today's giveaway, day 12 giveaway. This is another quilt giveaway today. Today's giveaway is this thick and thin quilt pattern from Fat Quarter Shop from a Sew Sampler. This is using, does it say what this is? It's from the February, and it's designed by Kim Deal. The quilt measures 39 by 42 and a half, so like lap quilt size. And you get the beautiful jelly roll to go with it. Now, obviously, you can, as always, when I share these quilt giveaways, you can use just the jelly roll for whatever you want. The colors are gorgeous, or you can use the pattern for whatever you want. Maybe you want to make a Christmassy little lap quilt, or like a table topper or something. You could totally do that, or a wall hanging, whatever. So this is, again, the jelly roll, and there are, does it say how many are in here? Yes, it does. 26 jelly roll strips, which are 2.5 by 42. And then for the pattern, you will also need some binding and backing. And I'm going to show you the back of that chart, or that pattern. Super fun. So this giveaway, leave the word grace somewhere in your comment, please. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please be over 18. And then also please be US only for mailing the giveaway. Okay, you guys, I am going to go get some work done. I have a lot to do today, and I will pop back in with some updates throughout the day. 5:20 on Thursday evening, and I have been in a big cleaning mood. I've been in a cleaning mood for weeks. I think that's why I've had such a hard time focusing in on creating. But I did clean, and you know what happens when you clean? You find your good stuff. So I found several things that I'm going to make, but we're not sharing quite yet. I am going to take you on a little project this evening after I get back from dinner with my son. I think I'm only going with one of them now, but that's fine, whatever. But I was doing a little speedy kitting, and I thought I would share with you guys what I kitted up, as well as talk about a January plan. I'm not quite ready to talk about all of 2025, but I am ready to talk about January because this is it's been something that's been eluding me is the right word. Okay, so let's talk about what I kitted up. I wanted to share. So these are these plastic bags from Amazon. I'm going to link them down in the description. They hang in my craft room closet because my craft room, like I'm sure many of you, is a spare bedroom. And I have a closet in there. And so on the, on the hanging rods, pardon me, I had space. And this has been working so good for me. I just want to reinforce that these are amazing. They make a great little stocking stuffer for any of your little crafting friends. I think they come in a package of 25. You could divvy them up and stick them into little bags, but they are a fantastic way to store your project. So what I like to do when I have kitted up a project, because this is all of my like kitted up things, whips that I'm not currently working on. I still use my other project bags for like things that I'm actually like really right now working on. Yes, I put these in these kind of bags because I don't know what I'm actually going to start right now. And that way, when I'm ready, I can just grab the bag. So this is that new Plum Street from the Kitten Stitcher box. I kitted up all of my floss. I think I'm missing one or two, but I have an order coming and I will add that as soon as it comes. I did pull fabric. Let me tell you what fabric I pulled for this. I didn't have the call for, but I pulled 40 count pyrite. I think it was stitched on 36, but I love 40. So I pulled 40 count pyrite to stitch on. That's from Cedar River Linens. And then of course you saw me in that super sped up version, die cutting my floss drops, labeling my floss drops with my handy P-Touch label maker. I'll link this down below too. You use an app on your phone and connect it through Bluetooth and print them out. I love this. I upgraded. I used to have just like the battery operated or the, plug-in operated one. I love this one so much. So I labeled all of my floss drops. I'll show you here on the next one. And used a thread winder to cut all of my DMC to the right length. So this is Let It Snow by Brenda Gervais. I am using, ouch, I just caught my hangnail, that hurt, 40 count Tobias. All of these early morning walks with my dogs in this super cold weather, not good for my nails. That's a whole nother story. Okay, so here is my floss, what it looks like. I also use these rings from that I get off Amazon. So they're like little twisty rings. I like these. I like these a lot. I like them a lot when I don't spill all my floss off is what I really like. But, you can't have it all. So there's that. Anywho, normally that does not happen except for when I'm filming a video. All right, so they just twist like so. I love them. They're like little cables. So they're flexible. I like them a little better than bookbinding rings. Either one is fine. But I've bought these and I love, love, love them. So here is what my DMC looks like. All labeled. This makes it really nice and uniform, and I will link to this floss drop die if you are a die cutter. It makes it nice because when I'm done with them, I can put them back in my regular DMC so that when I need to go pull for another project, hopefully I'll have it. I mean, it does seem like I have to go to the store for DMC all of the time, every project, but whatever. So I kitted that one completely up, including linen. I also kitted up the Mary Mary Pin Cake from Stacy Nash, which I have showed you before. Again, all of that. I did pull, the called for fabric is 36 Patriots Brew. I had 40 Patriots Brew, so that's what I'm going to stitch. That one's fully kitted now. I am still waiting for the fabric. It was supposed to be delivered today, but it is wandering around the Midwest, as things do, especially this time of year. It's okay. I think I'll be all right since, again, I spend all day cleaning, not stitching. This is Home for Christmas. This is another chart from the Kitten Stitcher Advent box. I put all my Gloriana silks on a ring, and it's just waiting for the called for Hog's Bristle 36 count fabric. So I kitted all of those up today, worked on all of that, organized floss, organized my fabric, you know, got all of those kitted up, and I'm just going to hang them in my closet, and when I'm ready to start something, I can just grab it. What I want to talk about, this was something we chatted about during the Jingle Ball last week, like a blessing sampler. And I know a lot of you have done blessing samplers in January. You're very familiar with blessing samplers. I have never done one. I considered it last year, and then I was like, ugh, you know, I don't know what I would do. And it really just, time got away from me and I hadn't prepared. So over the next probably few episodes, we're going to talk a little bit about preparedness for what is my Christmas Day stitch going to be? What is my New Year's Day start going to be, or stitch going to be? And probably my New Year's Day start will be this because it's my blessing sampler. And what it is, at least to my understanding, or how I am going to look at it, maybe would be a better way to say it is a stitch that you start on January 1st, that you work on until the end of January, or however long it takes you to complete, but you complete it in January, and it is supposed to bless your needle for the rest of the year, which I thought was really lovely. So I have been agonizing, which is so silly, I know, but I really wanted to participate. Some of my friends have chosen their charts, and I didn't want to choose the same. I really wanted to choose something that spoke to me. I love some of the things that my friends have shown me that they're going to stitch, and I'm sure some of them will be sharing it on YouTube and FlossTube, but I really couldn't find anything. And I should, instead of searching the web, which is what I've been doing off and on these last few days since the Jingle Ball, since we chatted, trying to find something, I should have just gone through my library of charts to begin with, but I was cleaning up and I was putting things away today, organizing some charts, things I stitch. I keep my charts and I put them in a binder of things I've stitched, and I was putting some of those away, and then I had some other things that just needed to be put away, new purchases, those PDFs I downloaded from the Jingle Ball, etc. And I ended up thinking, well, while I'm sitting on the floor here going through my binders, maybe I should look through like my everyday binder and see if there was something that spoke to me. And you guys, I no more opened up my binder, and it almost fell open to this page. And I remember that I was really excited when this came out. I believe it came out this last year at Market. It is the October House Fiber Arts Americana Blue Sampler. And this just, to me, said, this is your blessing sampler for 2025. So I know it's going to be, I'm going to have to work my tail off, but it's monochromatic. I already had purchased the floss for it, which it does require several skeins of floss. So I've got my blue jeans from Weeks Dye Works here. And I'll tell you, looks like it says 5 skeins of blue jeans. I'm set. The original was worked on 36 count vintage homespun by R&R. I don't happen to have that, but that's okay. I have lots of beautiful neutrals, so I picked something. One strand over 2 linen threads, and the approximate size is 13 5/8 by 13 5/8. So yes, it's going to be big. I'm going to have to work my tail off, but I love the idea. First of all, I want to stitch this piece. It's something I had already purchased. I didn't go out and purchase something new. I already had bought the floss for it. I'd had it stuck in with my chart, so obviously it's something that I want to stitch. So I'm thinking I'm going to use Winter Brew. This is 36 count Winter Brew by R&R instead of the Vintage Homespun by R&R, and I do love that. Winter Brew, I've said this in other videos, is always a good idea. I have plenty of it, so I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to stitch it on, and this is going to be my blessing sampler for this year. It does mean that I'm going to have to work my tail off on it in January, but I can do it. I can do it. So this is what is going to be my January 1st start. So really all I need to figure out at this point is, what is my Christmas Day start? And am I going to do any kind of, I don't think I'm going to do 12 by 12 on New Year's Eve, unless I maybe do a whip 12 by 12. I don't know. I haven't decided about that at all. It wouldn't be a new start. I know that for a fact. I won't do a new start New Year's Eve, but I could potentially do a whip 12 by 12 or 6 by 12 or just whatever. Make up my own rule. Do what I want. So I'm excited. That is going to be my blessing sampler for next year. I'm going to go out to eat dinner, and then we're going to work on a little sewing project this evening that I'm really, really excited about. So I will share more about that in a little while. It is about 12:20, so technically I guess it's the 13th, but I am just wrapping up and going to bed, and it was kind of a short day. I did a lot of cleaning. I did some prep work for some projects. I did want to share, I am making this little bag project. This is actually a paid pattern from Sweetwater, so I don't want to show too much of it. It comes in a little like leaflet, I guess I would call it. But I am making some drawstring gift bags for some Christmas gifts, and I also started a secret stitch, so I can't really share that. Working on some of that. Went out to dinner. It was great. I don't know. Oh, and I cleaned a bunch today, but I did some like time-lapse type of video to share some of the things that I did today. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be back in the morning for Vlogmas Day 13. Good night, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new floss tube, stitching, or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Day 3 was the Prairie Oh my word.